Something that was once done only by men could be the key to taking years off your appearance. Believe it or not, this isn't some crazy internet rumor. As a doctor, I've found that whenever a woman's skin looks inexplicably younger, firmer, and more lifted than that of her peers, this so-called masculine habit almost always plays a role. Because it turns out, nearly all of these seemingly ageless women have a nutrient in their system that most women simply don't consume. Hi, my name is Dr. John Lakey. Many people will recognize me as the co-founder of the world-renowned Beverly Hills Plastic Surgery Group, where my partner, Dr. Payman Danielpour, and I have been treating some of today's biggest stars for over a decade. Or from my appearances on TV shows such as The Doctors and Entertainment Tonight, where I'm often interviewed about the latest corrective procedures. But even though I'm best known for my work as a plastic surgeon, I've also dedicated a large portion of my career to searching for ways to defy the signs of aging without knives or needles. You see, I first started looking into this phenomenon after a chance encounter with two very unusual women at my clinic. Well, it wasn't exactly by chance. The first woman, let's call her Linda, had scheduled a consultation with me several weeks prior to discuss some possible treatments for sagging skin and wrinkles. So I already knew she'd be coming in. What I wasn't expecting, however, was for her to arrive with her grown daughter in tow. Or at least that's who I immediately assumed the woman with Linda to be. But when she finally introduced us, I was speechless. "This is my sister, Joanne," she said casually. "She's in town visiting this week, so I figured I'd bring her along. She's always wanted to see what a plastic surgery clinic looks like." Wait, I thought. Joanne looked about 20 years younger than Linda. At any rate, I guess I wasn't able to hide my confusion very well, because Linda's smile instantly disappeared. "You thought she was my daughter, didn't you?" I could feel my face turning red. "That's why I'm here, Dr. Lakey." Joanne is only 2 years younger than me, but while I keep getting older and more wrinkled, she still looks like she's 30. What am I doing wrong? I could tell this was a real point of frustration for Linda, and I truly felt for her. But here's the thing. At 63, Linda didn't actually look old for her age. Sure, she had noticeable wrinkles around her eyes and mouth, and the skin on her cheeks, neck, and jawline was starting to sag considerably. But these problems were extremely common among women her age. In fact, most people would consider them normal. So as far as I could tell, Linda wasn't doing anything wrong. The real question was, what was Joanne doing differently? I politely asked Joanne if she was sure she'd never had any work done, even if it was just a round of dermal fillers or laser treatments at a beautician's office. But she swore she hadn't. "I live in a small town, Dr. Lakey. We don't even have places that offer that sort of thing," she laughed. So I decided to ask some preliminary questions about their lifestyles. Both Joanne and Linda had never smoked. They rarely drank alcohol. They both had relatively healthy diets. And while they both admitted to tanning in their teens and 20s, there's no reason why sun damage would have affected one more than the other. Moreover, they both had 2 children and similarly demanding jobs. So even their stress levels couldn't have been that different. It made no sense. So as a last resort, I asked Joanne to walk me through her entire daily routine step by step, from the time she woke up to the time she went to bed. And finally, I had my answer. It turns out there were actually 3 things Joanne did every day that worked together to keep her appearance from aging. So let's start with Joanne's first super ager habit. Well, actually, let me back up just a bit. I'll first need to tell you about something called DHT. It's a hormone that all human bodies naturally produce. So scientists have known about it for decades. But for a long time, its effect on women was largely ignored. This process was initially linked to baldness in men. But the truth is, DHT also plays a major role in how women look too. The only difference? In women, its effects are most visible on their skin. Now, that's not to say it can't cause thinning hair in women as well. It certainly can. But the biggest signs of increased DHT are actually loose, sagging skin, wrinkles, and a loss of elasticity. Why? Because DHT inhibits your body's production of collagen. You see, collagen is the protein that keeps your skin firm, taut, and lifted. Now, your body's ability to produce collagen naturally slows down in the years before, during, and after menopause. But if it weren't for DHT, the effects wouldn't be nearly as obvious. Your production of collagen blocking DHT simultaneously increases, making it even harder for your skin to fight gravity and maintain its youthful firmness. So at this point, you're probably wondering, okay, but what does this have to do with Joanne's daily routine? Well, here's the scoop. Even though Joanne wasn't big on skincare and makeup, for the past few years she had been taking a natural herb called saw palmetto for her hair. Now, ordinarily, saw palmetto is used to help support healthy hair growth in men. In fact, Joanne said it was her husband who first introduced her to it. But she loved how full and healthy it made her hair look too, so she figured, why not? But remember what I said about DHT being linked to hair loss? Well, the reason saw palmetto is such an effective solution. It helps naturally inhibit the visible effects of this hormone, even as your body's production of it increases with age. So not only was this supplement doing wonders for Joanne's hair, it was actually helping her skin stay firmer and more lifted looking too. That said, if your goal is to look younger, taking saw palmetto by itself won't do you much good. Because while it's great for supporting your body's natural collagen production, it doesn't make up for the collagen that's already been lost. But as luck would have it, Joanne had unwittingly been pairing it with something that does. You see, as someone who liked to stay active, she'd always made a point to take care of her joints. So a while back, she began taking 2 additional dietary supplements each morning. The first was a blend of amino acids, as it was known to support strong, healthy joint cartilage. And the second was something called dietary hyaluronic acid, which her doctor said would help keep her joints properly lubricated. But what Joanne didn't realize is they were clearly having a dramatic effect on her skin as well. You see, amino acids are actually the primary components of collagen. She was actually replenishing her skin's supply of collagen each and every day. And as for that hyaluronic acid she was taking, well, that was the finishing touch that solidified her super ager status. You see, hyaluronic acid is widely used as a moisturizing agent in topical skincare products. But this ultra-hydrating natural substance also plays an important role inside your body as well. In fact, that's where it's most important. Because on top of reducing joint friction, hyaluronic acid acts as also a volumizer for your skin. Well, hyaluronic acid is kind of like a built-in moisture magnet that helps your cells retain the hydration they need to stay full and plump. The problem is, our body's natural supply of hyaluronic acid gradually dries up as we get older, which results in thinning skin, wrinkles, and a lifeless complexion. So while applying hyaluronic acid topically can certainly help with these problems temporarily, taking it in dietary form has been shown to deliver astronomically better results long term. I'm not kidding. In 2017, a study confirmed that after just 8 weeks of taking a hyaluronic acid supplement, participants showed significantly diminished wrinkles compared with the placebo group. And the reason for this is quite simple. The most effective way to correct problems like wrinkles and dull skin, especially once you're over 40, is by moisturizing from the inside out. So even if Joanne didn't realize it, the combination of supplements she'd been taking clearly came complete with some truly age-defying benefits. But before you run out to buy these same supplements for yourself, I must warn you, while these ingredients themselves are all backed by science, I strongly discourage you from using just any of the collagen, saw palmetto, or hyaluronic acid supplements currently sold in US stores. You see, back in 2015, the New York State Attorney General's office ran DNA tests on 24 popular supplements sold in major retailers, including some of the most popular brands of saw palmetto, and found that 19 of them didn't contain the advertised ingredient at all. So if you're wondering why Joanne's formulas were so effective, it turns out she'd been ordering them directly from laboratories in Europe at a whopping cost of over $150 per bottle. Now, spending $500 every month to maintain this regimen every month might sound like a steal to my celebrity clients, but it was putting a serious strain on Joanne's finances. Well, in an effort to make Joanne's age-fighting regimen more accessible, my partner, Dr. Daniel Poor, and I decided to take matters into our own hands. After all, we had access to the world's best laboratories, so finding the purest and most powerful form of each ingredient wouldn't be a problem. And because we'd established good working relationships with their lead scientists, we could easily source them for a fraction of their standard cost. However, after doing some more research, we discovered that the skin transforming effects of saw palmetto, collagen, and hyaluronic acid could actually be amplified even further with vitamins A and B. These 2 nutrients basically turbocharge the age-fighting process, so that skin starts to look firmer and more taut even faster. So to make it easier to stick with the plan, we decided to try combining them into one multi-active formula instead. But our process proved to be so precise, it essentially fused them into an entirely new and more powerful complex. Because its youth restoration properties vastly exceeded any supplement blend we'd seen before. In fact, we didn't even know what to call it at first. So we gave it the name Beverly Hills MD Dermal Repair Complex. And once we began sharing this formula with our clients, they were just as astonished by their results. Dr. Daniel Poor and I clearly accomplished a groundbreaking scientific feat with this formula. So rest assured that no matter how old you are or how far your signs of aging have progressed, a younger version of yourself is possible to achieve. Because I'm thrilled to report that, as of right now, we have enough dermal repair complex in stock to ship you your very own supply. Here's what you need to know. Beverly Hills MD Dermal Repair Complex is a next-generation youth-restoring formula that you take 2 capsules of daily with breakfast, or any meal of your choice. Each dose contains a highly concentrated blend of the following active compounds. Number 1, hydrolyzed collagen. This is what gives the formula its remarkable skin-lifting effect. Number 2, premium-grade saw palmetto. This is what helps it to slow the signs of future skin aging. Number 3, maximum potency hyaluronic acid. This is what facilitates the visible smoothing of lines and wrinkles and illuminates your skin. Each capsule is then fortified with an advanced mixture of A and B vitamins to help accelerate the results of your regimen by stimulating cellular energy throughout your body, which is why most women who take this formula actually report feeling younger and more energetic too. Now, as I mentioned earlier, taking these ingredients individually would cost you upwards of $500 each month. However, because we have a good working relationship with our suppliers, we're able to order these premium grade ingredients in bulk for a fraction of the price. A full month's supply costs our clients just $58.99. But because you took the time to watch this important research report today, I won't even charge you the standard $58.99. Just press the button below this video and you'll be taken to a private order page where you can secure your supply of Beverly Hills MD Dermal Repair Complex for just $39.95 a bottle. That's only $1.33 a day to help turn back the clock on your appearance and help keep your skin looking fresh, healthy, and youthful for the long haul. That's also why we go the extra mile and have each and every batch of our supplements to be third-party tested to ensure that what you see is exactly what you get. We also only use labs that adhere strictly to the FDA standards for good manufacturing practices to ensure that our supplements are of the purest quality possible. I'm so confident you'll see a complete difference with Dermal Repair Complex. I'm making this offer totally risk-free, so you can feel comfortable trying it today, seeing how it works for you, then deciding whether or not you'd like to keep it. That means if you find yourself unsatisfied with your purchase for any reason in the first 90 days of using it, or even if you simply change your mind, you can send it right back to us, even if it's all used up, and receive a full refund of your money. No questions, no hassle, no hard feelings. So click on the link below to give it a try today. Thanks again for your time and attention. I'm Dr. John Lakey with Beverly Hills MD, wishing you a happy and healthy journey towards inner skin health.